Welcome students, classes 7 to 10th. Today we are going to study how to write notice writing. Now what do you mean by notice? A notice is a small piece of writing intended to convey information about an event, an occasion, a celebration, etc. to the people who could be interested in it. Such notices are put up on the notice board in our school and public notice boards in government and private organizations. In school, a notice is put up by the school authorities on the notice board to inform the students and the staff about an upcoming event or activity such as culture events, a competition, an exhibition, an excursion, a march, a lecture, a sports event. Some notices are put up by the individual students, like the notice for the lost and found goods. Another common type of notice is one to put up by the office bearers of the Residents' Welfare Association of the colony, informing the resident about the meeting or any other programs like culture program, a talk show, a camp for children, yoga or aerobics classes. Cleanliness drives celebrations of various festivals. Now, certain topics are related under the notice. They are as follows: lost and found, appeal and request, sports and culture events, other common issues, and you have tours and treks. Basic objectives in the notice: to make appeal, to make some important announcement, to invite, to instruct. Certain points are there to remember when we are writing the notice. These points are very important to put it down in the care. A notice should be written inside a box. That means you have to make a box, and inside that you have to write the matter or the content which you are going to write, and it should be drawn with the pencil. The word notice should be mentioned. The issuing date of the notice should be written clearly on the top left hand side. Date of the deadline or the last date should also be clearly mentioned in the notice. A notice must contain a relevant heading that catches attention. The name of the designation of the issuing authority should be mentioned in the end. The message of the notice should always be formal, brief, and clear. Information should not be repeated. Bullets and stars can be used to make certain points clear and precise. Now, students, on the PDF you will see they are the format of notice writing. In the first one you will see all the headings which has to be mentioned, and in the second one you will see how you have to write the notice. So, in the first one you see name of the school or the organization, notice, date, heading, content, signature of the issuing authority, name, designation of the issuing authority. In the second one you will see how to write the proper format. Now over here you will see over there the mentioning of the school or organization. So they have mentioned the name of the school, Little Flower Public School, Meerut. Now the Little Flower Public School, you will see all the starting words are with the capital letter, and after school they have mentioned with the comma. Then you have to write notice. On the left hand side you can see the date. Now you see the same manner we have written the date in the letter writing. In the same manner they have written the date, and it should, over there they have not mentioned the comma after May, but if you want to mention the comma after May you can also mention, and if you don't want to mention, don't mention. Now you will see the heading. Heading should be very eye catchy. That means it should be very eye catchy, it should be very small and sweet. It should not be very lengthy. The words for the heading should be not more than 3 to 4 words. Now over there you will go with the content. Everything has been mentioned, that they are going for the tracking, from which date to which date, how much amount they need per person, and when they are going to return back, and till what time you have to submit the money, and then the name of the person is given. And again they have written in the capital letter the name of the person, and the surname is given along with the designation what he is having. So this is how you are going to write the notice writing. This is basically for the class 7th and 8th. Now we go for another points for the classes 9th and 10th. Now over here, 9th and 10th students, you are appearing for the ICSE board exams, and ICSE board exams have framed out certain rules and regulations that how you have to write the notice, and according to that only the marking scheme of the 9th and 10th classes given. For heading you need 1 mark, for date and time you need half of marks, venue you need half plus half marks, name of the event 1 mark, and for whom 1 mark. Now one more thing you will see that the same thing, what rules and regulations we are following for the classes 7th and 8th, same rules and regulations we are following for the classes 9th and 10th. Only a little difference is there in the writing of the format. Little things has to be changed. Now over here, points to remember, you will see that some words, some points are marked with the red dotted, and they are the main points how you have to write for the board pattern. Write the notice within a box. Use passive voice as possible. The heading must be appealing to attract the attention of the readers. Use bold letters and catchy slogans to enhance the visual appeal to your notice. Now over here, children, again you will see the format how to write the notice writing. There is a little difference between your notice writing and the children who are writing for the 7th and 8th. You will see in the box over there for the 7th and 8th, they have mentioned that they have to write the notice. But for the classes 9th and 10th, we haven't to write the notice in the box. Same thing we will follow. The heading of the school name should be written in the capital letters. The heading should be written in the capital letters. Date should come on the left hand side. You have the same content. Same manner you have to give the signature of issuing authority, name, designations, and the issuing authority. The format is more or less same. Only a minor difference is that for the 9th and 10th, you please don't write notice in your box, whereas for the class 7th and 8th, they can write the notice, because in their book it is being mentioned that they have to write notice. Whereas when we are going for the board pattern, we are following the rules and regulations of the board pattern. Over here, we haven't to write notice in the box. So students, with this format, you may understand what is the minor difference between the 7th and 8th class and 9th and 10th class. Now students of 9th and 10th, if you have brought your total English book and if you go through the books, you can study the format of notice writing in your book and go through the pattern which is given according to the board, and you can very well understand that what all the things I have given on the PDF more or less same which was given in your total English book, as well the same example I have given you. Now with this, I hope you have understand writing clearly that how you have to mention the notice writing, and with this I end up my topic. Thank you.